Good day, students. This is science class for grade 10, chapter 6, Life Processes. In the last class, we learned in detail the process of digestion in human beings. In today's class, let us learn the process of respiration. Respiration in living organisms. What is respiration? Respiration is a process in living organisms to produce energy. And how is this energy produced? That is, with the intake of oxygen and with the release of carbon dioxide. So, what is respiration? Respiration is a process to produce energy with the intake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide. Now, let us learn the term cellular respiration. What is the cellular respiration? The food material that we take in during the process of nutrition. The food that we take in during the process of nutrition is used by our cells, the cells of our body, to provide energy. To provide energy. But different organisms do this in different ways. That is, some organisms use oxygen and some organisms do not use oxygen. Some organisms use oxygen for cellular respiration and some organisms do not use oxygen for cellular respiration. But in both the cases, using oxygen and not using oxygen, both the cases, the first step is the breakdown of the glucose molecule. Breakdown of the glucose molecule. A glucose molecule is a 6-carbon molecule. So I told you in both the cases the glucose has to be broken down. So glucose is a 6-carbon molecule. And the first step I told you in both the cases is the breakdown of the glucose into a 3-carbon molecule. A 3-carbon molecule called the pyruvate. So glucose is a 6-carbon molecule which is broken down into the pyruvate, a 3-carbon molecule. So this is the first step which is observed in both the cases, that is the organisms which use oxygen and the organisms which do not use oxygen for cellular respiration. Is this clear, students? Yes. And this process takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell, that is breaking down of glucose into pyruvate takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. And then further the pyruvate is converted into a 2-carbon molecule that is called as the ethanol. So this pyruvate is converted into ethanol, and ethanol is a 2-carbon molecule. Along with that, carbon dioxide and energy is produced. And this process takes place in the yeast during the fermentation process. And this process takes place in the absence of oxygen. Okay, and this process will take place in the absence of oxygen. Since it is taking place in the absence of oxygen, it is known as anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. Did you get this, students? So I told you some organisms use oxygen for respiration and some organisms do not use oxygen for respiration. But in both the cases, the glucose molecule, which is a 6-carbon molecule, is broken down into the 3-carbon molecule called as the pyruvate. And this breaking down will take place in the cytoplasm of the cell. And in the yeast, in this organism, that is the yeast, the pyruvate is then converted to ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy is produced. That is the process of fermentation in the yeast, and this process takes place in the absence of oxygen, which is called as the anaerobic respiration. Is this clear, students? Yes. Next, we know that breaking down of glucose into pyruvate takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. Now, this next case is different. Here the pyruvate is converted into lactic acid, and this is a 3-carbon molecule. Is converted into lactic acid. And when it is converted to lactic acid, if there is lack of oxygen in our muscle cells, so if there is lack of oxygen in our muscle cells, so when this pyruvate converted to lactic acid, pyruvate will be converted to lactic acid if there is lack of oxygen in our muscle cells. And also energy is produced. And this lactic acid in our muscles, when we do a strong physical activity, it will cause cramps. What is this cramp? It is an involuntary strong pain. It is not a voluntary pain, it is the involuntary strong pain caused by the sudden muscle contraction. due to sudden muscle contraction. This is because of the lack of oxygen in our muscle cells. Okay. Now just let us brush up with what we have studied. In the first case, I told you the pyruvate, which is a 3-carbon molecule, is converted into a 2-carbon molecule, that is the ethanol plus carbon dioxide and energy, isn't it? And the second case was pyruvate was converted to a lactic acid, and it is a 3-carbon molecule plus energy. So here we find pyruvate being a 3-carbon molecule. I told you in the beginning that is glucose is a 6-carbon molecule which is then broken down into pyruvate, a 3-carbon molecule. Pyruvate itself is a 3-carbon molecule. So here I told you in the second case pyruvate is again converted to 3-carbon molecule, that is lactic acid. So I told you pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule, also lactic acid is a 3-carbon molecule. Both are 3-carbon molecules. Then what is the difference between both? The difference is in the molecular formula of pyruvate and the lactic acid. So the formula of pyruvate, the formula of the pyruvate is C3H4 and O3, and that of lactic acid is C3H6 and O3. So both are 3-carbon molecule itself. Did you understand, students? Yes, but there is a difference in the molecules of hydrogen and oxygen.